You don't have the luxury of staying where you are. You've been here long enough. And the only way you're going to get out of this prison that you've made yourself is if you learn the art of self-discipline. You got two options in this life. You can do what is meaningful, something that is purposeful, what makes you come alive. Or you can sit back and be miserable and be afraid to take the leap of faith. Two options. You say, Marcus, I'm afraid to take the leap of faith. I'm afraid to take action. I'm afraid to move forward. You should be terrified to stay where you are. In the game of life, in the realm of accomplishing something, there will be fear, there will be some hesitation. You may want to think about it for a moment. But after a while, you got to take action. You got to take a leap of faith. Either you die where you are standing, or you make a decision to move forward. It is by design that you are listening to me. This is your moment. It's your turn. It's your time. If you're going to break the negative, life-taking cycles in your life, the cycles that diametrically oppose the calling and the destiny that's on your life, number one, you got to become aware. I got to get really aware that, you know what? I got some cycles in my life. I haven't pinpointed them yet, but I got some cycles in my life. Number two, I'm going to have to start identifying what are those self-sabotaging cycles, behaviors, patterns, and paradigms. What are they? I have to be willing to admit them. I have to be willing to write them down and accept the fact that, you know what? There are some cycles that have been set off in my life, and it's my fault. I'm no longer playing the blame game. It's my fault I do what I do. It's my fault I said what I said. It's my fault I'm still attached to this person. It's my fault I'm still attached to this place. For many of us, poverty is a cycle, and it was passed down environmentally, generationally, through your experiences. You learned how to be poor. You learned how to just have a job, go home, and watch TV. I don't want to make a bold, sweeping, absolute statement and say that all poor people have poor mentalities. Most poor people suffer from a state, a condition, a lack of resourcefulness. Not a lack of resources, a lack of resourcefulness. They make excuses. They procrastinate. They settle. They complain. They move at the speed of their regrets and their shame and their defeat. They live in the past. They operate in the realm of hopelessness. And this is that one video, that one speech that's about to change everything. Because the new you is about to flip the table over of procrastination and punch through targets and wake up and realize that at some point you are going to die. You will not live forever in this world. Not this world. At some point, you are going to die. And what will you leave behind? What kind of legacy? What kind of history? What kind of story are you going to leave behind? When we unpack the psychology of a champion, a winner, they already see themselves at the finish line. Most wealthy people started with an idea before they had the dollar. So my question for you today is, what's your idea? What's your calling? What's your product? What have you given to the world? Discipline is realizing that I don't need a resource, that I don't need a handout. I need a new skill set. I need a new mindset. I don't want a handout. I don't need a favor. I don't need you to believe in me. I don't need you to see me. I don't need you to like me. I don't need you to understand me. I understand me. I like me. I love me. I'm working on me. I'm training myself. I'm conditioning myself. You can love me, hate me, like me, fear me. It doesn't matter. I will fulfill my destiny. I will not stop training. I will not complain because nobody showed up. I will not complain because you're not getting this. I got work to do. I got training to put in. I tell people all the time, note takers are world changers. That's why I'm telling you, drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Let the world know your next move. I know people always say, don't tell nobody your next move. Sometimes you need some people to like your post. Sometimes you need some people to come into agreement with you. If just one person sees what I see, maybe then I can manifest this thing. The poverty that we experience is a symptom of something that has happened on the inside of us. These paradigms, these programs, these mindsets, these ideas, this methodology, this way of living was passed down to us. And so number one, you got to become aware that something's off on the inside of you. Something's broken. There is a rewire required in order to go to that next level in our finances. Everything we do needs to elevate, and it starts with you. Wealth is not coming to you. Wealth comes from you. As you contribute to the economy, as you drive humanity forward, you get rewarded based upon your contribution. Everybody you know that's wealthy is investing and creating. One of the chief problems with poor people is that they don't want to contribute, and they trade time for money. And the only thing that they contribute is enough to get a check. So that's why when they get the check, they spend the check on entertainment. They spend the check on stuff that's not going to make them any money. Wealthy people turn their dollars into soldiers. They put their money to work. They invest in systems. They invest in programs. They invest in real estate. They invest in opportunities that will make them more money. Poor people get paid. They live check to check, and they spend that money on entertainment because they want to break from working for the 9 to 5. So they have a budget for entertainment, but they have no budget for education, personal and professional development. They have no budget for coaching. They have no budget for the content required. You're still watching the news. The news is telling you it's about to be a recession. And so you go get another job while others are stepping into opportunities that are recession-proof. The worse the world gets, the more money I make. And we can all have that testimony. What will you create? What will you step into? How will you collaborate? What can you pioneer? How can you blaze a trail? How can you leave the generations to come a legacy of a wealth mentality? What I need you to realize today is that money, zip codes, area codes, cars, and clothes is not the only evidence of wealth. You can change your mindset, your mentality, your methodology, shift your habits right now and experience a measure of abundance and wealth. Everybody wants to fly, but nobody wants to jump. And when we get to the edge of a thing, when we get to the end of a thing, when you've done all you can do, but you know there's more, and you get to the edge of a thing, the end of a thing, when you come to the conclusion of the whole matter, you gotta jump. You gotta jump. I don't know what the opportunity is. I don't know what room you're about to walk into next, what table you're about to sit at. Your entire world is about to change, but you gotta jump. Doors are opening up. If you're hearing me, type it in the comments. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. Type it in the chat. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. We all have a purpose. We all have a destiny. We all have rooms to walk into and tables to sit at and contracts to sign. We all have an assignment to advance the human race, to move a generation forward, to leave a legacy. One of the things I've discovered that people just really don't accept is the fact that at some point in your life, you are going to come to the edge of a thing. And when you get there, it's called the precipice. When you get there, you can either stand there and die, or you can take the leap of faith. And if you're listening to me, then you know it's time to cast out all negativity. Don't be the pessimist, be the incurable optimist. Believe that it's possible. Get in your own head, because your life is a direct printout of everything that you're thinking. That's what manifests. What are you thinking about? I don't care how bad the day has been. I don't care how bad you think your day has been. Think on whatsoever things are beautiful, productive. Think on courage and determination and grit and resilience. Everybody talks about ROI, return on investment. Let me talk to you about COI. You see, COI is the cost of inaction. What will happen if I don't do something about this situation? Because change is not coming to me. Change is coming from me. I have everything I need. You have to believe that you have everything you need to take a step forward, to take a step in the right direction. Every day that you wake up, there is a fork in the road. Either you're going to lean to the left or make the right decision.